Wisnowski gets it started. And the kick comes down to Mims, who's always a threat. Not this time. As the Broncos host their first playoff game since 2015. And here they go with Nix on the run, connecting. And he's got the rookie. They started with Harvey on the first snap, but now they bring in McLaughlin. And they hand it off to him. They had him. Bosa had him behind the line. He was able. Pass play all the way. And Nix throws it. Goes back to Bryant. 2 catches for 27 yards.
I was looking at that again to make sure, and it was.
1st and 10. They go to a 3rd time to Bryant. 7. Here's a 1st and 10. With Nix able to dump it off to Harvey. And the rookie
This year, this is a no bigger moment, though.
2nd and 4. Keeps it again. Blocker out in front. And dives near the yardage. Out of the shotgun. Now he steps up under center. Easily has the 1st down. Powered right behind Alex. Already picked up 4 first downs in 6.5 minutes of action. McLaughlin fumbles the football. Approaching the midway point of the 1st quarter. 2nd and 6 to the end zone. Oh, it's the perfect pass. Now it's a 3rd and 6. Bills rush forward to the end zone, and he was. There's Lutz, but in the first points of the divisional round. Here's the Lutz boot down to the 5. It's Davis, and he is ridden down. Their first snap is a give to Cook, and look at this running lane. Cook past the 50 and all the way down to the 42-yard line.
You're going to win these games.
Back to Cook. Another big opening. Surtain hit him first. By the way, Kirk, last year's Defensive Player of the Year is out. Does not look good. Remember, he suffered a late season injury and missed games in November. Chris A from the 22 and a 1st down. It's Cook, and he slides through some traffic. Back they go. At the line of scrimmage, they connect with Brandon Cooks, and he is
with the stacks and everything. We got to adjust to it.
Allen zips it down to the 7. That's all. As Singleton, one of the on 3rd and 6. Pocket is clean. Now it collapses, and Allen takes off for the end zone. And then Davis is the running back. Pass open. Touchdown. Touchdown. Buffalo winner in the Super Bowl against San Francisco. He just got brought up this week. He's been on IR. He's been on the practice squad. And they go.
Broncos playoff game. He's here. He knows the system, and Cooks has played forever. He's got over 50 yards with 4 different teams in the playoffs now.
How about that? So Wisnowski, touchdown on the other. Ball's on the ground. Harvey dropped it. Back it comes to Nix, who now tries to throw it. Goes as an incompletion, and a 2nd and 10 to open the 2nd quarter. Coming after him, and he's just going to heave it incomplete. Big loss for the Broncos, who have a 3rd and 10. And down the field they go. Sutton, that looks like it may have hit the cock. Poyer out today, and Maxwell Hairston, the corner 1st rounder, also inactive. Here's the punt down to Hardman, and he makes the fair at the 37-yard line. Again, it opens with a handoff to Cook, who's able to slither.
Is amazing, so are the other teams.
And he beat them all, those quarterbacks I mentioned, in the regular season. Look at him take off. There wasn't a big opening, but he found one. And on 10 rushes. Here's another one to Cook. And Cook fumbles, and the Broncos are right. Get a recovery, but instead it went to the Broncos. Hufanga, and McLaughlin is ripping off a run of about 13, maybe 14. 3 times. We're just 2 minutes into the 2nd quarter. Here's play action. Going to go right back. Oh, the ball's knocked down. Knocked down by ending drive of a playoff game, but it only led to 3 points with the drop touchdown by Humphrey. Now Harding. It's Bishop. It keeps
just different directions. That's big.
Forsythe did a nice job too. Bootleg time for Nix. Nix going to keep it. Goes side to his original franchise and gotten better as the year's gone on. 2nd and 9, and wide open, and the catch. Threatening to drive and go up 14-3. Instead, it's going the other way now.
Absolute game changer. It keeps you committed to the run.
And here they go on the ground. Bills are on. Nix thought about it, now takes off. And he slides about a yard. They fake the handoff to Harvey. They will sidearm pass. It's wide open to the lineman we just mentioned. Peyton digging into his bag of tricks.
He has called a great game.
And the extra point by Lutz is good. Game scores a touchdown right out of Laramie, Wyoming, Laramie High School, about 130 miles from here. Here's the return by Davis. On first down, they're going up top. And they're going way down the field, and it's just out of reach. For the point, 2nd and 10. They go back to Cook. Cook gets near the first. He's about a half-yard shy. And Anderson was positioned to help for the push.
Likes to go left.
And he does administer that push, and Allen has the first. 2nd down to pass play. They got Cook. There's no one over there. Cook past the 50, and then takes his place in the backfield. Is Allen in traffic, able to unload it, and he gets it to Knox. On first down. Allen, they got to him. Nowhere to hide.
Now they know you're most likely passing, so I would throw a screen or something quick.
There you go, Tony. They do. Shakir. So good after the catch. Allen throws open, caught. Allen saw the trouble, got a flag down, shakes off a hit, goes Bronco. 33 yards, and the kick ties the game at 10. Oliver in the game for that Buffalo defense, and they go to the other side away from him with Nix rolling out. Pass wide of the mark for Sutton. 2nd and 10. Stepping up and throwing. Got the hook up to Ingram, but do a little business of their own. As Nix again rolling out and throwing. He's got the first down. Running at 130. And they got hit. They got to him right when he tried to throw it. And just in case, and a touchdown. Sidearm toss, and finally caught. But Day got another 3rd down. Approaching a minute to go.
Watch the legs.
It's open for him. There he goes. Handed off on the draw. But Day got a flag. It's to 20. To Harvey. And he tries to split the defense hand. Each team with a timeout remaining. Again, they get him rolling out and throwing. And almost. One drops back. Pocket is clear. And Nix has his target.
Downfield, but the safety's there to make the outcut.
On 2nd and 10, he's rolling, planting, going. Here we go, Tony, to the end zone. They got it! To you, Tony, for taking that shot on 2nd down. You said you always feel like you can do it. They did it. And they were rewarded. Little Jordan Harvey only had 1 touchdown in the regular season. He's got 1 here in the post. As Davis gets it to about. Tried to load it up. Better head to the sideline if he wants another play. Oh, lost the football.
That's why you never do that.
Streak ends, and it may result in 3. 50 yards it is. Lutz to end the half with a Denver. Lutz kick to start the 3rd quarter. And it's Davis looking for an opening. It doesn't exist. And he's swarmed. As the first play goes to Cook. And look at that defense. Pounce on him right away, including PJ. Look at Cook. Line up right behind the right guard. Here they come, and they fumble again. They got to him from behind with Benito. 14-3 record. Here's a 1st and 10. Out of the backfield to go Harvey. He is hit and goes on. Milano did not 10. McLaughlin's in the backfield. They toss it to him. McLaughlin. Bills are waiting for him, and he was able to slip to his team this week on Friday in practice. Be brilliant at the basics. And there's Lutz, and that's just inside the right upright and 2 of his last 3. Davis, who had a 97-yard return for a touchdown this year against Houston. No chance. How about him? So 13 points off the turnovers, the difference in the game right now. First down, it comes over, and it's through the hands of Cook. Got time. Flips it. Got it. Kincaid's first catch. And he 5.
Boy, did they need that.
They do go back to Cook. And Cook waits for something to open up. Not much there. Singleton. He's got an open man. Kincaid again. And he bounces around with Mark. 1st and 10. Again. Oh, what a hit by Hufanga on Knox, who somehow, Joseph says, when he comes to the party, talking about Hufanga, his presence is felt. Look at Cook making his presence felt as he had to recall. Kincaid on a wing, quick toss. It's Coleman, sidesteps the defender and slides in for the touchdown. Point. And the kick is good. Make it a 6-point lead now for Denver. Trust me.
Coming after him now, I'm telling you, the second half.
Pass incomplete. The pressure influenced that one.
We said it before.
That touchdown before the intermission because he was injured. There's Milano on Harvey. And Bishop comes over to assist. And they hold him. On 3rd and 5. Bills rush 4. Pass is intercepted. Oh, look at one of the. Little pass behind the line of scrimmage. And the Broncos are wise to it. McMillan. McTean. Deep ball down the field. And he is intercepted by Locke. Locke jumps right in front of the receiver. To Samuel inside the 10-yard line. There's play action with Nix throwing it in the direction of Troutman. Incomplete. And here's the starter till December 21st when Brandon Jones went out for the season with an injury. Here's Bishop running over laterally to make the tackle at the 40-yard line. Glothlin held to a short gain, and now it's 3rd. 3rd and 8. Pass over to Mims. Slips past the tackler and goes all the way down to the Buffalo.
You said just throw it to the back here.
Now at the Bills 41. Go back up the middle, and Harvey restricted for only a yard. Russo on him right away. Hey, light your torch and be. Been 10 years since they had a home game postseason, and they lead by 6. Late 3rd.
Another pressure.
Bozo's coming after him, and that pass wide of the mark. Coming for Prentice.
How many cool trick plays do you got, Sean Payton? I think at some point it's going to be on Bo Nix right here. Stand in and deliver. Watch out for him coming. Other side, overload.
And Bosa backs off also as Nix in traffic just flings it incomplete.
Tell everybody fake, fake, fake.
Crawshaw, the punter. Rookie from the University of Florida. It's a true punt. End over end. And Shakir, manager in the building, and had Brady and Manning on the field.
This is what they're in. This is how they're going to do this. Under center. You're right, Jim. What a great story about being there for that game. Were you there for that game? Under center. They've averaged almost double the yards per play under center today. Keep with it.
Cook got 7 on 1st down. He's got about 2.5 with this one. And guess what's coming up on 3rd down foot?
Well, it's almost
4 for 4 so far on these close range situations, and that one again without trouble.
Your back's going to hurt tomorrow, Josh. He's got a very good strike. Gilliam, I'm pushing you in the back. Smart.
He's been calling for that and running it with Cook.
Yes. You'll have your chance to take your shot at some.
And that's what they do with Cook. Cutting outside and picking up a good gain for 13 and another first. FC Championship game. Start the final quarter with a 1st down for Buffalo. And that pass a little too low for Knox. And 4th quarter. Quick pass. Shakir splits the defenders and is off and running. Shakir makes another one miss. And look at Shakir make. He's been targeted 18 times in the postseason. All 18 have been completed as Cook comes back into the lineup. And he's down to about the 13. This altitude is Trace.
But they're staying under center. Denver's got to get these guys down in here. There you go.
2nd and 7. Rolling out and pass a little too much heat and over the top. Here's Allen. Drop it back, thrown into the end zone, and it is hauled in. It's 2, and now Prater. And the comeback from 13 down. Now
you got to come back. He just did it. Now it's Bo Nix's turn.
Okay, the Wisnowski kick comes down to the 5. Bade trying to return it. Gilliam missed him, and they're able to. Next weekend folds. 1st and 10. And right away the stick applied by Milano on Harvey. They run it, and Harvey has Bosa on him. You know, the Bills are now leading, and they're -3 in the turnover mark. No catches so far for Sutton, who's their 3rd down specialist. On most occasions, they're not looking his way. That pass is deflected, and the Buffalo defense is going to take him off the field. And fielded 2 punts this year, fumbled 1 of them. Crawshaw to send it his way. Oh, he just slaughtered this kick. Bills started at 20. Allen zings it, got him. 15-yard pickup on the pass play to Kincaid. That was remaining in the 3rd quarter, and remember, they bypassed on about the Broncos the 58-yard field goal, which could have given them a 2-score lead. Here goes Cook, and Cook is over 100 season last year against the Broncos, and they're doing it again today. Here's Allen. Jump ball pass. It's Knox. Then he got another chunk play for 13.
Man-to-man everywhere else.
Back to Cook on 1st down. Big opening for him. And he gets tripped up a little bit. 2nd and 4. Go outside with it on the toss, and he's near the 1st. What did Joe Brady tell us this week? Talking about Cook, who last week was held to just 46 yards. 5 for 5 so far on this play. And look at Gilliam. It's making a difference. And again, Josh gets a couple of more tacked on. 1st down Bills.
First time I've seen him go right.
52 yards since the touchback. Beginning the drive back at the 20. On 1st down, he looks left. Now comes to the right side, and Davis catches it, but Sternad. Allen still has it. Cuts back to the middle, and he got. Oh, the ball is out again.
I didn't hear a whistle. I think that could be Cade. One-on-one at the top.
Wow. Allen asked to do it, and he does. They had loaded up the left side, flooded the left side with all those receivers, and he went the other. They rushed for more yards than anyone has all season long against Denver, the 2nd best in the league against the run, and here comes Cook. Challenging, and he's held to 1. I'll give you a situation here, Tony. 2nd and 10, 5-minute mark. Over to Samuel, and he is met right away by who?
On the left. If this is one-on-one, I'm throwing him the ball. If not, then he might use his legs.
Need to get to the 4 for a 1st. Quick pass, it's on the ground. Shakir, did he pick it up cleanly? Well, the Bills think he did. Has this from 31, and the kick is good with 4:11 to go. And the lead is them. Then in the history of the NFL playoffs through the entirety of one playoff year. It was just the wild card weekend.
It was amazing.
We already had a lead change at the start of this quarter, and there's the return by McLaughlin in the 3rd quarter. Bosa coming after him. He ran it out too far. Nick steps up and throws, and with the feet down, officials.
There gets you in phase, and now the emotions change.
Another quick pass, and that's only for about 2 yards to Atkins. Let's go to Trace.
Jim, we saw Bills defensive tackle Ed Oliver return.
Now, it looks like he's out for the remainder of this. Just 3:25 to go, and they could have used him.
Coming after him.
Pass dumped off. Mims, Bishop brings him down.
Now you got all this stuff. You got to watch all these guys. Who's coming, who's not. Can you get the protection right, Bo?
They bring 4. Guns it down the middle. Look wide open to Sutton. Coming to life. By the way, they moved the spot to the 38. And they let it go to the 2-minute mark. Oh, boy.
So many permutation people looking there. He's been throwing it out of this recently.
Takes the handoff to Harvey, and now, like he likes to do, roll right and just flings it out of bounds. 2nd and 10. Here's Nix, and there's Sutton, and he's pushed back by Lewis. And now you're going to have about...
Backed out. I wouldn't expect that here.
This time they were coming. Nix.
Go.
Gonna run with it. He's got the first down and he slides to about the 25-yard line with a couple of weeks ago.
Hasn't played a ton today. Now it's like go out there and save our season.
1st and 10.
They're going
Nix
after him.
going for the end zone over the shoulder. Oh! And now a big PAT to make it 3. And it's good, but there's still plenty of time on the clock with 3 timeouts.